Just a couple of days before the anniversary of October 7th, you have college campuses holding vigils, like here at GW University. Oh, not for the victims of October 7th, no. For Hezbollah terrorists whom Israel retaliated against after starting October 8th. They shot rockets every day, helping Hamas in their attempts to murder Jews. You're watching Woke of the Week with MRC-TV and Culture. I'm your host, Justine Brooke Murray. Every week, I talk with you all about the latest strain of woke being shoved down our throats by our cultural overlords. Typically, when we think of the word woke, circus freaks come to mind, like Lady Liberty being a chick with a dick.
Yes, hello. Thousands of you letting me know that I'm in a Trump ad that attacks queer and trans people wasn't exactly on my bingo card this year. In the ad, Trump continues to use queer people to attack Kamala Harris, to divide our nation, and to wage a war against gender-affirming care, which we know saves lives.
And we all have a good chuckle, but for an entire year, we've seen what woke is in its purest form. It's the opposite of what our statue stands for, and it's a lot uglier than a hairy man in a dress. 1 year ago Monday, the outpost of Western civilization faced its own 9/11. Israel was sieged by bloodthirsty savages who gleefully raped, tortured, shot, and beheaded men, women, and children of all ages. Yet, as they lived distant from the carnage and screams of the innocent, the woke zombies controlling Europe and America not only refused to condemn the terrorists, they celebrated the slaughter because in their comfortable cocoons of groupthink, the vicious acts of violence were part of what they envisioned to be a justified resistance to Western ideology. To the dilettantes of our media and institutions, it was another noble blow to the Judeo-Christian ethics of fairness and justice, ideals that Jabba the Hutts like this live under the protection of, while they embrace every perversion of common sense, no matter how outrageous. I worked in New York when October 7th happened. Before the bodies in Israel even cooled, I arrived outside my office to find thousands of Americans donning schmatas on their heads to cheer on the demise of their own society. My supervisors even advised me to stay home. It was apparently too dangerous for Jews to go to work, because woke means that racism is actually anti-racism. So progressives turned our society back to 1938.
Let's move them out the way to pass, guys, because they don't belong here.
Can you take your mask down? What's here, America?
Why would I take my mask down when you?
Because I can barely hear you.
And you're disgusting germs. Yeah, I'm scared of you.
Hold on.
I'm scared of all you filthy pigs.
But when I toured the homes of the murdered Israelis whose fate they applauded in the streets, we found that some were also woke, right until the very end. In fact, most of them were keffiyeh-wearing peace activists, the same age as the campus jihadis back home. It didn't matter. To the woke, they were oppressors, deserving of the horrors that befell them. They were little more than characters in some cartoon world where pop culture and revolution, for the hell of it, holds more significance than human life. Woke is the philosophy that insists there is no good or evil, so justice became injustice, and injustice became justice. The Islamic terrorists colonizing the Middle East became the noble heroes in their warped storybook, as Jewish babies shot in their strollers were the spawn of evil.
So there's only one way left, the violent way, the resistance way.
Woke has reversed the roles of Western society. Criminals are an oppressed identity group, but defending yourself is a crime. Rapists on the street are helpless victims and deserve to be freed. But someone online accused your grandpa of making a booby joke 20 years ago, so he must be banned from life. Thieves are entitled to your life. How dare you try to stop them? God is immoral, Satan is moral.
Lucifer was one of these angels. He was a dreamer with fantastical ideas for all of creation, but he was seen as a troublemaker by the elders of heaven, for they felt his way of thinking was dangerous to the order of their world.
Hell is a good place. Heaven is a bad place.
And as the numbers of hell grew, so did its power. Threatened by this, heaven made a truly heartless decision.
Dead terrorists are mourned. Their victims are scoffed at. Our heroes are the enemy, and the enemies are our leaders.
We know that the Zionist entity will fall. We know that U.S. empire will fall. And that will be because of us resisting here in the heart of empire, alongside our people back home who are resisting imperialism and Zionism as we speak.
It can all be justified by shouting, "by any means necessary," because Malcolm X once said that, so if all resistance can be naively justified by the pop culture, then anything goes. And just like the fate of those young Israelis, the college students in our own country, no matter how woke they are, will not be spared as our society marches into our own graves. That wraps today's episode. Make sure you tune into my show every week where I bring you the left's most insane moments and expose their latest attempts to weaken the West. Then hit the like on YouTube, plus on Rumble, follow us on social media, comment below what you think, and don't cave to the leftist media agenda. If you like the work we do here at MRC, please consider donating at mrc.org/donate. It's the best way to help our movement. Thanks for joining us.